rights, rule of law, good governance, and most importantly, on environmental sustainability and conservation is second to none. So we are here to honor our late president. So today we have the symposium, but that's not the end. Over the next few months, there will be different events, because if Sir Dawda was alive, he would have scored 100 years this year. So that's why we thought it wise to have a series of activities to mark the centenary year of our former president. So for today, we have a symposium with the theme Waste Management and Transformation Opportunities in the Gambia. This is to dilate on conservation issues which Sir Dawda stood for. And for those who were not born in 1977, we have an important document, an important proclamation called the Banjul Declaration on my left. Please, if you have never read this document, please find time to read about this document. It talks about conservation of our natural resources, of our human heritage. And the good thing about this document is that the issues raised in 1977, at that time when some of us were in school, the issues raised are now coming into play. They are now a reality, not only in the Gambia, but globally around the world. And what are these issues? The issues of climate change, the issues of environmental degradation, whether it's flood, whether it's drought, whether it's pest invasion, they are now a reality. So our former president had a very good vision, and we want to maintain that vision. So for today, we have a couple of speakers who would be speaking on various topics. But before I give them the floor, I also want to take the opportunity as the chairman to recognize everybody present. And in particular, I want to recognize one of our elders, one of our leaders in the passing of His Excellency, Mr. Usainu Dabo, former vice president of the Gambia, and a distinguished senior citizen and political personality of this country. You are welcome, sir. We also want to welcome the representative of the Minister of Environment, no other person than Mr. Bubu Jallo, a Gambian authority on climate change, who has worked on climate change issues across the globe. You are welcome as a representative of the minister. Also, we want to welcome the representative of the president of the Gambia Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Mr. Bahu. You are most welcome. We appreciate your coming to this gathering. We also want to recognize the representative of the UN Systems Country Coordinator, Mr. Mohammed Jouf, who is representing the UN Systems Country Coordinator. You are welcome. And in addition to that, not the least, we want to also welcome the chairman of the Kairaclo foundation or organization, Barrister Alma Mital, and also the vice chairman, Her Excellency Mrs. Ramzier Diab. You are most welcome, ma, to this gathering. Not the least development practitioner, Professor Sidat Yafa. Professor Sidat Yafa is the Dean, School of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences of the University of the Gambia, and also is the director of a very important program on climate change in this country, and by extension West Africa. Is the director of the WASCAL Gambia program. You are most welcome here. Without wasting more time, I will give the floor to Professor Sidat Yafa to deliver his statement, as he also has other commitments.
Thank you very much, Mr. Moderator, my senior Ernest Obi, former Commissioner of Agriculture at the ECOWAS. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, my name is Professor Sidat Yafa. I'm the Dean of School of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences and also the Director of the UTG WASCAL program at University of the Gambia. I welcome all of you to this August gathering, the first of its kind in this country, to revitalize the memory and the contributions of the late Sir Dawda Kairaba Jawara in terms of biodiversity conservation around the globe. I am very honored to be in the presence of many high caliber Gambians. Ladies and gentlemen, Sir Dawda, the late Sir Dawda, had a vision way before the United Nations conceived of setting up Biodiversity Convention in 1993. Sir Dawda had a vision 16 years before that, in 1977, when he came with this proclamation, the Banjul Declaration. It is very important that we, the Gambians, embrace this from now up to posterity, because it is the Gambian vision that contributed, in my opinion, to the setting up of the Intergovernmental Conference on Biodiversity by the United Nations in 1993 in Nairobi, Kenya. Sir Dawda, yes, professionally he was a veterinarian, but he had the vision of how we should protect our flora and fauna. This is very, very important. And the younger generations, those who are younger than me, and those who are younger than Honorable Member Tamedu and others amongst ourselves, I want you to pick this up from here, up to posterity, that this is very, very essential, because it protects our lives and livelihoods everywhere in the country, everywhere in Africa, and everywhere in the world. And that's why WASCAL, which is relating to climate change education in West Africa, has adopted a curriculum, a PhD program on climate change and biodiversity, which is hosted at University of Félix Houphouët-Boigny in Côte d'Ivoire. WASCAL also saw this vision, and universities saw this vision. And I want to report to you guys that I bring greetings to you from the Vice Chancellor of the University of the Gambia, Professor Herbert Robinson. He is very interested in supporting Kairaclo in its efforts to sensitize Gambians in biodiversity conservation. I don't want to take much of your time because we have already run out of time. But I want to let you know that University of the Gambia, under the leadership of the Vice Chancellor, we have initiated in partnership with Kairaclo to set up a conference, or no, a seminar, online seminar, which will come up 10 days before today, but we'll communicate that to everyone, on waste management and circular economy in the Gambia. And from that conference, we have a renowned Gambian scientist who works at University of Stuttgart in Germany. He's currently in the country. He will make the presentation. And from there on, in partnership with Kairaclo, will develop a proposal and look for funding to start a pilot project on waste management in the Gambia. So this is going to be the first active contribution of Kairaclo to the Gambia. So we would love Kanifing Municipality, the management of Kanifing Municipality, and the management of Banjul City Council to work very closely with Kairaclo in order to achieve this goal. And we can and we will achieve this goal as long as there is life. We will do that. So I'm sending this message to these two municipalities to be ready to open their doors to Kairaclo and the University of the Gambia so that we can get this thing off the ground and make it better for every Gambian. On that note, Mr. Chair, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. Thank you very much for giving the opportunity to serve as a welcome address, to give the welcome address. And before I close, I want everybody to know the reason why I am passionate about Kairaclo, the reason why I did not hesitate to join as a full member of Kairaclo Board of Trustees, in order to extend the memory of Sadauda Kairaba Jawara. Sadauda Kairaba Jawara, I want everybody to know, is my father-in-law, because he gave one of his daughters to my younger brother Lamin Yafa, who works at QCell. So that's why anything and everything that is geared toward living his memory, I'll be ready to contribute to that effort. On that note, Mr. Chair, thank you very much.